Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And yet we do that every day with our finances. We all know that spending more than you earn is not a good thing. Then why do we do it? Stick around and find out. In this video, I'll show you 3 tools that will ensure that your goals are achieved. Hi, my name is Naz and welcome to In the Black. My focus is to provide you valuable information to help you move your finances from red to black. If this is your first time, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content like this. Have you ever been doing something repetitive and only to come back to reality after you are further along in a task? Yep, that happens. That's your brain going on autopilot when the task is familiar to you. A perfect example is when you're driving in a new city versus your own. You pay way more attention to everything in the new city because it's unfamiliar. Our brain is lazy and it likes to optimize everything it can. It can accomplish greatness when directed towards good habits, but if not, it could ruin you. You have to be very careful and only introduce good habits that you want repeated, but it's not that easy. And now with things like Uber and Amazon removing all friction that used to deter us from spending on nonsense, we are consuming at incredible rates. Now imagine all those other things your brain goes on autopilot for that you are not aware of. Some have financial impacts on you. Unless you pay close attention, they will continue to repeat. This is why you need a plan to ensure you arrive at your destination. My approach to achieving my financial goals can be summarized in the following 3 tools. Tool number 1. At the start of each calendar year, I sit down and create a spending plan. In this plan, I organize my spending in 3 buckets: my investments and savings, my fixed expenses, and my variable expenses. My plan is only a forecast, but this step is very important because you can prioritize what is important to you. For instance, my spending split is 55% investment/savings, 40% fixed expenses, and 5% variable expenses. I did not get here overnight, but I remember starting out with just 10% savings. But over the years, I gradually increased my savings rate and eliminated almost all debt. Even today, my goal is to increase my savings and decrease my expenses. But sometimes unexpected things can happen, therefore I always leave a little room for surprises. Your plan does not have to be perfect. It can be refined each year by reviewing what you spent the previous year and use that as a baseline. I use Google Sheets for my budget needs. I will leave my template in the description below if you want to use it. Here's how I use this template. I start by entering my biweekly pay in the B5 and C5 cell. If you have additional income, you can fill the below sections and name them what you want. I then enter what amount I want to save in B12 and C12. After that, I list all my expenses and add the costs associated with them. As you can see, your monthly and yearly costs are calculated automatically. Congratulations, you have made an annual plan. Tool number 2. Now is time to track our biweekly expenses. In yellow, you will see the date I get paid. You can change it to align with your pay. I always start by entering my pay under the corresponding date. I then add each transaction against an expense. For example, I pay my rent at the end of the month. Therefore, for the month of May, my rent will be paid in the week of May 26th. When I started to track my expenses, I was adding every transaction daily until I got on top of it. But now, I update my budget once every 2 weeks. Tool number 3, and finally I review my net worth to see if I'm increasing my assets and decreasing my liabilities. Some months, my net worth would drop due to my stocks going up and down. Knowing exactly what is happening with your net worth can help you make the necessary adjustments to prevent future issues. In this example, you can see that the net worth is going down and requires some investigating before it's too late. For me, all of those tools help me avoid letting my brain go on autopilot and filling my house with more Amazon boxes. I already have enough to deal with. And now you can do the same. If this video brought you some value, like, subscribe, and click the bell for more content like this. Also comment below on how you approach your finances. Or share your feedback on how we can improve our videos. This is Naz and I'll see you on the next one.